Alright, so before I get any further, I have started on the carburetors. I'm going to took the tops off of there, the needles, which was that. They're red, so I'm going to paint them. So I'm taking off the bowls right now. I'm kind of going to go through there and then spray it down. I don't have a sonic cleaner, so just kind of gonna have to do it this way. It'll get the job done, but it's not ideal for cleaning carburetors. But I will video whenever I have it all taken apart, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I got the bowls off. This is what it looks like on the inside. This one was completely dry. This one is a bit wet. It doesn't have any gas in it or anything, but I'm gonna see if I can show you how to disassemble this with recording it in one hand. Okay, so this pin comes out of right there. Right there. Okay, that pin holds this float. Alright, so this goes right there. It has a needle that goes in right there. Took that off. Next is these. I already unscrewed this one. And then gotta unscrew this, but it is actually has a 8 little socket. So you unscrew that, and it pulls out that, which has got little tiny holes, and you need to clean that. So that goes in there, and then that's pretty much it as far as I'm going to break it down. That's the main stuff that you need. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Another video. Just got some parts in. We have the throttle assembly. We have ignition coil, boots for the ignition, or for the wires, start button. I got a battery, and I have some degreaser. So in this video, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put on the ignition coil and obviously the battery, because we need that to start it up. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Get the ignition coil, get the throttle assembly, and start button on there. So get you guys set up on the tripod so you guys can see everything, and we'll get to it. Let's go. We're going to do the ignition coil first. That's what I really need right now. Hopefully it fits. It says it was made for this. So let's hope so. Alright. So those are long like that. This is this. Now the question is, what goes to what? That's the real question. Does it matter? I don't know if it matters, to be honest with you. Looks like it's gonna fit. That works for me. Alright, well, let's get that. Let's get 10 or so. So just two nuts on this side. Should just pull right out, but these wires are on here. Alright, just got regular butt connectors. So, going to snip that side and snip that side. So if you're confused about what I just did, just cut the wires to the ignition coil, but I cut them to where I could see the color. So this side right here, this is the black wire, which is going to go to the brown wire on this one. And then the other side wire, that one's the yellow wire, which is going to go to this one. So we're going to clip those ends off because that's not the connections I'm using, or connectors I'm using. Strip that. Strip that. I'm going to go ahead and put a connector on each side. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and put it in my tool, and I'll just put the wire in there, and then that gets clamped down. Easy peasy. Give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to come undone. Do the same with the other one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that far, but I clamp it about halfway, so it gives room for the other side to come through and get clamped down. Alright, so these two, that's the yellow side. That's the black side. So let's do, I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to run it. I think what I'm going to do, keep these up here like that, and go ahead and put this on the bike. This was pretty cheap as well. Pretty great alternative, just an aftermarket ignition coil. Says it fits this, so that's what I went with, and plus it came extremely fast in a couple days. So gotta love Amazon. That's pretty much where I've gotten most of my stuff so far. And some people say, oh, you should spend more money on your parts, you should get quality parts. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but if you're trying to do something on a budget, I haven't had any issues out of my Yamaha with the parts I've put on there. I personally don't think it's a big deal. So, if you want to get better parts, by all means, go ahead. As I'm saying that, this doesn't even fit, but we will make it fit. We will make it fit, I tell you. Just give me a shake in here. Got another idea. Hold tight, man. Hold tight. I got you. Just calm down, man. Calm down, James. I'll make it all better. Just give me a shaking there. This is what I should have done to begin with, because it was literally just 2 bolts. Alright. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, so if you can't tell, might even skip through this part. Anyways, if you can't tell, the ignition coil is not lining up with this bracket, which is not surprising, because like I said, it's an aftermarket one. Got it off of Amazon, so it's not surprising, okay? That's okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this, I'm going to drill these holes out, make them bigger. Alright. Alright, so like I said, we're drilling these holes in. First of all, baby. There it goes. It's hot, so be careful. So now we run that to that side, that to that side, and that'll go back on there like that. This plugs back in right. So this run that through there like that. So that stays. So it doesn't get burnt by the exhaust. And that can go right there. Now I need these. Put that bracket back on. Put those screws back on to hold the bracket. I mean, it's all pretty simple stuff. Alright, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Alright, so these you have to put those boots on, these boots on there, so it'll go on the spark plug. These wires run right here, so this one goes to this. Strip that. Put that in there. So, crunch down. Crunch it down. Crunch it down. Alright, now this one is for this. Strip it. Put that in there like that. And there you go. This is heat shrink, but it ain't gonna go over there. So I'll clean all that up, make sure it's all tidied and zip tied and stuff. Anyways, so got the ignition cool on there. Got it wired back up. Now to put the boots on the wires of the ignition coil themselves. That'll be the next step. Alright. Next step, put these boots on. Again, just got these from Amazon. I'm hoping that they will fit and work. I'm not really sure. They should be fine. Alright, so. There we go. That'll do. Not entirely sure how these are supposed to go, but hell, it's gonna work one way or another. Shit. Looks like it works to me. Alright. Now we do the other side. I'm just gonna bring that thing right around here. Pretty much the same concept as the butt connector. Just connecting metal to metal, or metal to wire, and winging it. Fucking story of my life. Just wing it. Just wing it. So what I did with that other one is I just squeezed it down. Squeezed it down again. Squeezed it down again. Made sure it was tight. I'm gonna squeeze this thing in as well, so it stays on the nubbin, and put boot over it, and that's it. Okay. And these will probably get tied up, zip tied and shit, but this is just to kind of get it turning over and make sure it sparks and all that good stuff. Once I know that, then I'll start making it look real pretty. But next step will be hook up these wires, put the battery in. That'll be next. All right. Back again. Now we're gonna switch to this side, because we got the ignition coil hooked up. Got the wires all hooked back up. Now time to get these wires hooked up to here, which is gonna be simple. Simple and easy. snipper's kind of handy. That's for sure. Alright. So. Green on here is going to go to the ground wire. So just put butt connectors on there, on these two wires that connect to the solenoid. Then we're going to take those off, take that off, strip these. Black goes to ground, or black goes to the green. Yellow goes to the yellow. Alright, now those are connected. Alright. Easy peasy. Alright. Now time for the battery. Ooh. Probably not gonna fit. Honestly, it'd be great to put it somewhere right there, but alright, so the battery box that they made for the other battery, obviously, it's not gonna work. For this one, I've got another one made, which is okay. It doesn't bother me. That's alright. That. Move our flathead. Alright. Well, tighten it up with a pin. Alright, should start right up. Or not. way I had it before. It's not working, so we're gonna go through it and see what we can figure out. All right, what's up? A little bit of an update on the Kawasaki from what I was doing yesterday. I replaced the ignition cools. Still wasn't getting any spark, and also the starter button was not working. Starter wires, they weren't turning over the motor at all. So what I kind of came to the conclusion, I'm really just guessing, because right now it can only be one of two things. It's the CDI box or the stator. So I went ahead, I figured most likely the CDI box, since that the switch is going into that as well. I'm hoping that that's what the issue is. If not, then I'm back to square one, and I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I went ahead and new throttle on, the start button. Got it all wired up the way it's supposed to be. Not cleaned up, obviously. It's everywhere a mess. But we'll get that once we know that the starter button is working, the ignition cools are sparking, and all this is correct. So then we'll start cleaning up the wires and making it look pretty. Got a new battery. I got to get a battery box built for that. Yeah, so I had to look on eBay. The CDI box is coming from Canada, so it's going to be, I think it said like next Tuesday, next Wednesday, something like that. Hoping next Tuesday, because then I can get it on there and see. Because next Tuesday I'm planning on this whole garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull everything out of here, which is a lot. Get rid of a lot of stuff that I don't need, that's just taking up space, and get this garage looking good and ready for, me to start working on these bikes heavily and kind of getting it set up for that. So that plan for this, I'm gonna get rid of that bench, moving this, which is for my holster stuff. I'm moving that over there, moving that over there, and then moving this somewhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the bikes right here, line them up diagonally, so that leaves room right here in the floor for space to work on everything. So yeah, that's the plan for next week. We're going to be leaving this weekend for camping, so I won't be doing anything this weekend, but I am going to be off next Tuesday, so that's kind of what I'm planning on doing Tuesday, is the garage, and hopefully my CDI box comes in for that, and then we can really, get to work on it whenever we have it igniting, sparking, the power button works, all that good stuff, and it's still in the same condition it was, all in pieces. Just got to clean it up and put that back together. This red paint, they obviously sprayed the tops of it on the carburetor and got a bunch of overspray. I don't know if I'm gonna worry about that and paint these cars. I don't know. That's just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to spend time scraping that off, and I don't know if I want to do that. So, carburetors. So that's kind of an update of where everything's at. I did film some of what I did yesterday, but whenever the ignition cools and the start button was not working, kind of stopped filming. So I just want to update everybody on what's going on. So yeah, the next video will most likely be, hoping cleaning it, cleaning the bike up, cleaning everything, the motor, the frame. Good commercial degreaser to do that with. So that's kind of the plan, because it's motor's nasty. So what we'll do before we put everything back together is we'll wash it, paint it, get it looking presentable. So that's it for now. Also gonna get the shop set up so we can start disassembling this completely. Take the motor off, take the tank off, take everything off, all the wiring, strip all the wiring. And that's a full build on its own, complete rebuild. So that's gonna be some good. Anyways, just want an update, and we're out.